This week I'm going to show you a really simple, easy little tip in Premiere that is all about bins and labels and how that can help you with your editing process.
This is how we do it.
What's up everybody, it's Shane here for Waiting to be Seen, and I want to welcome you to this week's video. Whether you're a beginner or an intermediate content creator, I'm going to share with you a simple little tip in Premiere Pro that is an awesome little... Shane! What tip are you going to show your viewers, man? Excuse me? What tip are you going to show your viewers? Is it the speed ramp one? Because that was a really good one. Yeah, nah, I did that one already. Okay. What about one of your top tips? You know, like the Control A dropping into timeline. Is it going to be one of those ones? Yeah, nah, I did a video on that one as well. So if you wouldn't mind just letting me get on with the video, I actually plan on talking about editing smarter by organizing bins, labeling them, and enabling those labels on your timeline. Ooh, yes, that one's a nice one. Well, okay, don't mind me. I'll just hang out here while you do that. And as you were, thanks. If you are somebody that's an intermediate user of Premiere Pro, then you will already know about bins. I'm confident of that fact. For beginners, it might be something new that you haven't thought of before. So this is going to be something that is new to beginners and perhaps an element of bins that as an intermediate user, you haven't necessarily found out just yet. So I'm hopeful that it's going to be useful for both parties. I have currently got a project, brand new project. There's nothing in it. Let's get something started. I've got a bunch of footage here. Let's take this stuff here. That's the blue shirted stuff. That'd be good. That starts to import that. Let's choose some footage from last week in raw footage. These ones, I'll right click and import some more videos, maybe from the week before. Let's have a look and see what we got. Gray shirt. All right, excellent. We'll just import some audio files there, some additional assets. Let's go hammer and tongs. New sequence. I'll just call it sequence 1. New sequence 2. Throw in some black video as an asset, color matte as an asset, an adjustment layer. As the project panel is being populated with your assets, Premiere already does a good job of breaking down the different kind of assets that you have. The default stuff is good and it's helpful. Most of us though have a lot of video footage, and you have video footage from different parts of the day, from different times of the week, and all of that stuff you might be using in your current project, and you want to have a fast way to find the kind of footage that you're looking for. That's the first thing to do for creating bins. If you don't know how to do it, right down the bottom of the project panel here, the third one that looks like a little bit of a folder icon, that's the new bin option. So just click on that and Premiere will create a new bin. So if I just call this blue jumper, so then footage here, I know that these first 3, I think it was, or 4 files were the blue jumper files. I can just drag and drop that into that bin. Lovely. All of the footage that relates to my blue, this kind of jumper, is in that bin. Create a new bin and call it outdoor B-roll. Now I can drag and drop all those files that start with vid into that, and then if I just create one more bin, I'll drag and drop those files into gray jumper. So I now have all of my footage nice and neat and tidy. Now, just as a quick aside, that is one way of creating bins. You can also then select all of your footage. So let's say I'm going to select these assets, the audio files. I can drag and drop those onto the bin icon and it will move everything into a bin ready for you to name. And if I just call that audio background music, there we go. Enter. It's now in that bin, ready to rock and roll. Let's say I want one file here from my outdoor B-roll, and I want to have one file here from my gray jumper B-roll, and let's throw in one file here from my blue jumper. All of those, even though in the project panel they are categorized and stored in a nice efficient way, it's a real shame that they're not being reflected that way in the timeline as well, so that at a visual, a real quick glance, we can see, yes, that's the kind of footage that I'm actually looking for. There is a way to do that. So let's take the blue jumper, and I'm actually going to select the bin itself and then hold down shift and select all of the footage. So if I right click on that and come down to label, let's actually make it all mango. Okay, excellent. So now I'll come down to the gray jumper and I'll do the same thing, but I'll make gray jumper a completely different color. Let's call it magenta. That'll be fine. And then the outdoor B-roll, let's do the same thing again. Let's make this one, I don't know, violet. That looks great in the project panel, but it's still not seen in the sequence, which is a real shame. Once again, we need to see it in the timeline if we want to help speed up and do a better job at editing. Just go File, Project Settings, General. And at the bottom of the General tab here, there is a checkbox, display the project item name and label color for all instances. And click OK. Premiere will have a bit of a think about it. You can see it's done that straight away for me. Bam. All of the files that are sitting in the project panel in their bins that have been labeled with the appropriate colors are now being shown on the timeline in that color. So if I say, all right, gray jumper, let's change you. I don't want you to be that color now anymore. Let's make you yellow. Boom, straight away in the timeline, it is now reflecting all of those files are yellow. And boom, just like that, now you know at a glance which video assets you have in your timeline. How good is that? And on that note, I think I'm going to finish up for today. Hey Shane, dude, mate, can I do this part? You want to do the whole if you like this video? Yeah, I think that I can do the like video and stuff. Come on. Yeah, all right, fine. Yes. All right. If you have enjoyed today's video, then click on the like button down below. And if you think that these videos might be of use to you in the future, then why not consider subscribing to my channel? I'd love to have you on board for this journey. All you have to do is click on the big red subscribe button down below, click on the notification bell alongside that, and join the notification squad and YouTube. They will do the rest, letting you know week to week as soon as my latest content drops. Spoil sport. Thanks so much for stopping by. This is Shane for Waiting to Be Seen. Hope you have a fantastic weekend and a brilliant week ahead, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye.
That's gonna leave a mark.
What?